Alright, so today we are going to be drilling the Obsession Tour from Hammer. I'm drilling it kind of to be a tournament ball, but I'm also seeing how it will do on house shot. I am going to be drilling it with a 75 by 4 1/4 by 25, which will put the pin kind of above my bridge and moving that mass bias out to kind of make it a bit more controllable due to the asymmetry. And we're going to see how that layout goes, because it's kind of something a little bit different for me. I typically go with shallower first angles. I really don't like going above 40 for myself, but I'm kind of wanting to experiment here. And I'll be comparing it to my Black Widow 2.0 and my original web tour whenever we do the filming for the review, which my Black Widow has similar numbers. I think it's definitely a much shallower first angle. It's I think it's around 15 actually, by like 4 1/4 by 25. While can't quite remember the exact layout of my web tour, I do know that it is pinned down pretty close to the center grip. So let's get drilling, shall we? Alright, now that we got the fingers drilled, I'm just giving them a little feel. They feel good. And we'll double check our span. Always want to double check. 5 1/16. 5 on the dot. That's what we want to see. can see, just nice light bevel, nothing too much. Feels good on my fingers. So it's time to move on to the thumb, and once again we will be installing an IT. We lined that up on the first time again. That's what we like to see. A literally flat headed screwdriver. This little nail, the actual IT installer, and then of course we need the IT part that actually goes in the ball, and the little expander, and then a hammer. Super glue. But first things first, we just gotta clean everything out, make sure depths are right. So I always take a screwdriver and move it around in the smaller hole to loosen anything up. This is the funnel that we use in order to get out, in order to vacuum out finger holes and the smaller holes at the bottom like that. Then what I do in order to test depth, showed you all in the last video, take my actual thumb, line it up, and put it in. And if it fits, then it fits. Typically, I don't mind if it's a little bit low, but it's just something that I have to keep in mind when drilling someone else's. We finally figured out the exact depth to go to, which is really nice because that means it's no longer a guessing game, because we want to make sure we do things right here. So the first thing to do, lock the part that goes in the ball onto the installer. Take our super glue, put a little dab on both gray pieces and a little bit around the base. Then straight into the ball. Give it a few turns, really spread that glue out. And you just make sure the black line that's on here is in line with your center line. And then you really don't want to wait around too much. You put that expander in, grab the nail piece, hammer that a few times. You grab this screwdriver piece, hammer that, and you should notice the screwdriver piece go down inside pretty readily. And really, all that's left to do is sit. I should let it sit for about 5 minutes, and it should be ready to go. All right, we have our finished Obsession tour. I'm hoping that this does what I intended for it to do, but we'll find that out during filming, and I'll be doing the filming tomorrow morning. Osima Ball Reviews. Oh shoot, I missed again. Hope we don't miss y'all next time.